Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles of Great Millstone, and surely do well. Citation, teacher, and everyone at the Akim that push this word out there in sincerity and truth. These are some of the brothers from James Trinidad coming to on out on the street teaching, right? Hopefully let.
This is chapter 2 and verse 1. It says, I will stand upon my watch, set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what you will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am through. And Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tablets and upon tables, that he may run and read it.
Right, so long ago, certain documents was written on tables of stone. Alright, but right about now it's written in paper. Give me Jeremiah 30 and right?
Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 2. It says, thus speaketh Yahweh, the power of Israel, saying, write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee.
Yeah, write all the words that the Most High has spoken to us in a book. Right? Which right about now is the Holy Scriptures. And the Scripture said what in Habakkuk?
It says, write the vision and make it plain upon the tables, that he may run and read it.
Yes, so long ago, what would have gone, the Most High would have shown man visions, just like second is just 14 and verse 1. Alright. Because our forefathers would have gotten visions, just like also John or the Isle of Patmos, he would have visions about the end times, right? And he write them in paper. Alright, go ahead.
Exodus 14 and 1. And it came to pass upon the third day, I sat under an oak, and behold, there came a vision out of a branch, out of the bush.
Came what? A vision.
Vision. A voice, still up here.
A voice? Alright, come. Go ahead.
A voice out of a bush over against me. And I said, here I am, Lord. Here I am, Yahweh. And I stood up upon my feet. Then said he unto me, in the bush, I did manifestly reveal myself unto Moses and talk with him when my people served in Egypt.
Yes, so the Most High speaking to Ezra here and explaining to him what he did with Moses in the time when the Most High called Moses to go and deliver the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Alright? Go ahead.
Alright, it says, and I sent him and led my people out of Egypt and brought him up to the mount of Sinai, where I held him by me a long season.
Right, which was 40 days, right, and 40 nights, right, that Moses was up there in Mount Sinai receiving the laws, the statutes and commandments. But not only the laws that he was receiving, the Most High showed him, right, the beginning, because anybody who have knowledge of the scriptures, Moses wasn't there in the time of Genesis, but they know that, we know for sure, for a biblical fact, that Moses wrote the first 5 books of the Bible, which is Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy, right? Moses was responsible for writing that, and Moses wrote about the account of Adam and Eve, but he was not there. Alright, go ahead.
Well, it says, second address 14 and 7, it says, and 5, it says, and told him many wondrous things and showed him the secret of the times and the end, and commanded him, saying, These words shall thou declare, and these shall thou hide.
Right, so certain things he would have revealed unto the children of Israel, write them down in scrolls, and certain things he would have to keep to himself. Right, go ahead.
This verse 7.
Read verse 7 and 8. Yeah, 7 and 8.
And now I say unto thee, that thou lay up in thine heart the signs that I have shown, and the dream that thou hast seen, and the interpretation which thou hast heard.
Yeah, and the dreams that thou hast seen. So our forefathers, just like Habakkuk, the Most High would have shown them these things in dreams and in visions, and they would have write it down in tables or paper or scripts, right, for the children of Israel, which would have been in the libraries that the kings Nebuchadnezzar and the Edomites kings would have built. Alright? So everything is what? The vision about the times that are to come. Right? And right about now we living in these last times. You have a precept and then go back into the Habakkuk.
Yeah, this is Isaiah 34 and 16. It says, Seek ye out of the book of Yahweh and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall one be made.
Yeah, so the scripture said, what? Seek ye out of the book of the Most High and read. Right? Because what? Out of the books of the Most High, there's where you're going and find the prophecies that are to come. Alright? Like the mark of the beast, we living in that time right about now. Right? Where the RFID chip is being presented, the cashless society that the governments of the world trying to implement. Right? Which you people not supposed to really and truly be in that mindset to take that chip, but a lot of you people going and take that chip. Alright? That's something. Let's not take people to Revelation.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 12. It says, and further, by these, my son, be admonished of making many books. There is no end, and much study is a weariness of the flesh. I bring that basically this way. We have Kidron, the book of the Egypt, the book of the dead. Right? These books are not prophecies. Right? So you think of prophet, anything. Right? Them books are not prophet anything, but this book here, the Holy Bible, along with the Apocryphal one, which was included in the Bible, for them to put out. These books speak about the end times, the beginning of times. Right? So these is the book is supposed to be. Because these are the books actually based off of the scriptures. Right? It took certain events from out of the Bible, from out of the Bible and put it in these books.
Revelation 15 and 16.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. It says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
Right, so right about now when you think about it, we're fulfilling that prophecy. Right, it's not an embargo. Right, it's not the National Sunday Law, but it's the RFID chip that is being presented towards men right about now. And they're bringing a whole set of stuff forth, right, that actually making the chip beneficial towards man, in the sense that with the RFID chip, they'll be able to solve certain problems like with kidnapping, Alzheimer's, you know, because they'll be able to trace people, you know, if in case they get kidnapped, right? And right about now, where is the RFID chip being placed? In your right hand or in your hand or in your forehead? I was talking to Jake the other day and he said chips, the microchip will not be working with what? With current, and there's no current in your body. But yet, you know, that is simple, Jake, because he sound like if he went to school and get some kind of education, right? But yet he's a spiritual dunce, because if you know that your brain actually conducts electricity, you understand? If you go and research, they say your brain push enough current to actually light a light bulb. You understand? Go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 3 and 9. It says, behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Yeah, because right, the thing about it is they're going to start to make certain things mandatory in the sense that if it is that you ain't take the RFID chip, you'll be deemed as a criminal towards society. Just like what they show in the movie New World Order, End of the Days 2013 is a movie, right?
Even the vaccine, right? Because we already used to the you didn't take the vaccine, you'll be out of job. Now we know that going to happen. That basically is part of the hour of temptation, right? Because a lot of people, you know, they want to keep the job, they depend on the job to make the income, whatever the case is. But we're going to present that vaccination to the people to take it, and if you take it, you're asked to get. And the same thing with the RFID microchip. So that vaccine come like a test run. That vaccine come like a test run.
See, the thing about it is a lot of you simple jakes, you're going and say, well, hey, no, nothing wrong with the vaccine and stuff, but if it is that you take if it is that you know where you're putting into your system and you're going and take the chip, you might be trying to use 14 and 1, right, and read down until, right, because according to the law of the Most High, the swine meat pig is abomination, monkey is abomination. You're not supposed to eat these things. So when you go and inject these things inside your body, now the thing about it, with taking the RFID chip will make you what they call a chimer. A chimer is basically somebody that they call it the change ones. Right? The Most High make us, the Negroes, Latinos, and Natives, what Chinese scientists said, we're the only people on the face of the earth they'll consider 100% human. These other nations ain't really and truly 100% human. Alright? So the thing about it is, when you take the gene, when you take the vaccine, it will actually change your genes, which they put in nanoparticles inside your body that will actually change your genetical coding or your genetical structure, and also that means you'll be part pig or swine and part monkey. Alright?
And a lot of people might hear this and think it's some kind of frictional sci-fi. This is what we're talking. Things are starting coming out and saying when you breaking down, it's also a mercury, which is dangerous, a metal that is dangerous towards your body. Alright? It says, ye are the children of Yahweh, your power. Ye shall not cut yourselves, nor mark any borders, teeth or eyes, for the dead.
So the scripture say, hey, you are the children of the Most High. Now the thing about it with the RFID chip with the mark of the beast, must send Satan. Alright? So the thing about the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, right? It's showing, if you take the RFID chip which you're implementing, that is the RFID chip is a stamp of servitude, right? Just like what they used to do in slavery, they take the hot iron and brand, showing that what we are slaves. That is the same thing with the RFID chip. Now, if you take the RFID chip, it means that what you're saying that the Most High have no sovereignty over you, that the so-called white man is your God and that is your Lord and your Master. But Deuteronomy 14:1 says what?
It says, ye are the children of Yahweh, your power, ye shall not cut yourself, nor make any baldness between your eyes for the dead.
Right, and it said it no take no cut. Now the thing about with the RFID chip, the word mark there goes back to the Hebrew word karagma, which means cut and incision for the dead. Now really and truly spiritually the so-called white man is dead.
Like right now when I say, hey, you can't, you know, when I say that,
Can because what he does not serve the Most High, and so long the scripture said the dead doesn't serve the Most High. So you're not supposed to take no cut or incision for the dead, which is what Esau Edom, you know. But you are the children of the Most High, and if I'm not mistaken, the Hebrew word there, most likely, if it is not Yaladium, it goes back to Baniam, which means the Most High house continues, right? So we're supposed to continue the will of the Most High, not the will of Esau Edom, which is what? Lackadaisicalness and doing whatever they want. We are created to serve Yahweh Shem El Shai and not Esau Edom. These other nations were created to serve the children of Israel. Alright? Go ahead.
Isaiah 8 and 17 and 18, it says, for the grave cannot praise thee, death cannot celebrate thee.
The grave what?
Grave cannot praise thee, death cannot celebrate thee.
When they don't go back into the same Habakkuk 2:5, he embodied it, Isaiah said, the grave cannot praise thee. So that's showing you, anybody who does not know the name of Yahweh Shem El Shai or serve him in sincerity and truth, they're dead. That is why the Lord said in Ezekiel 37 and verse 1, Ezekiel, or son of man, can these dry bones live again? It don't mean that they're literally dead, but there is a form of walking dead because they cannot serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know? Well,
It says, they that go down into the pit cannot hope for thy truth. The living, he shall praise thee, as I this day. The Father to the children shall make known thy truth.
yeah, the living shall serve thee, right? Pointing to whatever I had, give me Ezekiel 37 where he said that he blow breath into them, right? I have a precept here. Right? And the breath of the Most High is not religion. The breath of the living God is the laws, the statutes and commandments or instructions. Just like when it is that you're building a CPU, a computer, right? One of the things that you do when you're programming your device, you're actually encrypting codes into it, right? Or instructions. And that is what you're doing. And when it is that you're finished with your product and you put it on, right? And it's serving you by the programming, living before you. Just like you charge your phone, whatever the case is. Now if it is that your phone dead, your phone cannot serve you. You cannot perform the operations. Your phone cannot perform the operations because it is dead. And that is the same thing that's going on with the children of Israel. They don't call out to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They don't know Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And that is why they're dead. Right? Don't mean that they're physically dead. As Ella Apostle Gabar said, really and truly, you're not living. You understand? In this world, we're not living. 2/3 of all people are not living. Alright? Go ahead.
Ezekiel 37 and 5.